is JSA TV, the newsroom for data center and telecom professionals. I'm Dean Perrine of JSA, and we are coming to you live on location in beautiful Fort Lauderdale, Florida at Metro Connect 2023. And I'm here with Mr. Mark Murphy. Mark is the president and CEO of Greenlight Networks. Mark, welcome to JSA TV.
Thanks, Dean. Thanks.
That's what I've been called much worse, Mark. I promise you on that. But look, I know that approximately a year ago, you had an interview with JSA TV at Metro Connect, and a lot was going on then, and a lot has happened since then. So why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about what's happened to and for Greenlight over the last 12 months?
Sure. And I think one thing in the industry itself, at this show, what's been a lot of fun is to see how much interest there really is in fiber to the home. And so in every panel and everything that I've been to so far today, it's great to see how much attention that we're getting as an industry. But in terms of Greenlight in particular, on June 1st, we closed our transaction with Oak Hill Capital Partners, who acquired us from Tom Golisano's family office, another Oak, but
that's right. I was just like, no, I follow.
Grand Oak. So we were able to complete that transaction back in June.
Yeah.
And we've been working great with the Oak Hill team, and obviously they know this space, they love this space, and they've been great partners. And we've also announced a number of expansions throughout New York State. So most recently, we announced an expansion in the Hudson Valley to the Wallkill, New York market. But we've also been expanding up into the Capital District and around Albany and Clifton Park, and as well as a number of expansions in and around Buffalo, Binghamton, and Rochester.
I love it. And anytime I hear somebody talk about fiber to the home, I think, well, I have a home and I would sure love fiber to it. And I'm in Northwest Indiana. So if you're looking to expand, you've got at least one customer there.
That's great to know.
I'm sure they'll get
Make
right
sure
on
you go to our website, place your order so we know where you are, and maybe we'll come find you someday.
Outstanding. And especially because I know that you recently decreased the cost of your 1 and 2 gig internet service. Why don't you explain why you're decreasing services, why you're decreasing the cost of a service that is in such high demand?
I think a lot of it was, one of our core values is community. And we looked at a number of the families in our communities and the issues they're having with price increases everywhere they go, whether it's the grocery store, the gas pump, whatever. And with that, the demand for bandwidth has never been higher. So because we're an all fiber optic network, it's easier for us to scale up and provide more speeds than some of our competitors. And as a team, we made the decision that, we wanted to take those products that were becoming more in demand, specifically our gigabit service and our 2 gigabit service, lower those prices by $25 each. So now you can get a synchronous gigabit for $75 in any of our markets. We also, at the same time, we announced a 5 gigabit service to really make sure that, for those customers that really want the fastest available, we're providing that. And actually the demand for that product has certainly exceeded our expectations.
Yeah, wow. I mean, so the short answer to my question is you could do it, so you did.
That's right.
I love it. I absolutely love that. So, okay. So you are currently available in 125,000 homes across 21 municipalities. How might that change, say, in the next year?
Over the next year, we'd like to be somewhere around 200,000 homes passed. We think we've got a pretty good roadmap to get there. And, we've got some really good contractor partners, materials partners. So we think we've got a pretty good path to get there successfully.
Let's talk about materials. I know we're going to go off script just a moment. I mean, supply chain, things like that. Is that an impediment to your expansion, your rollout?
We've been doing this for nearly 12 years now. So I think we've got a pretty good track record and comfort level with our partners, whether it's on the distribution side or on the manufacturers, that, we've been able to forecast pretty far ahead. They understand our needs, and they also know that we've been able to deliver. And so I think those relationships that have been forged over a long period of time where, we've got a track record of success and have been doing this for so long, we feel pretty good that we'll continue to be able to meet our forecasts.
I love it. So predictions, industry predictions, what, beyond what you're doing, where do you see things going?
I think there's going to continue to be a significant amount of investment in the space.
Mm-hmm.
I think what we're hearing in terms of some of the joint ventures being formed are interesting to watch with some very large infrastructure funds and partners coming in. That's all good stuff. And that's really what we rely on our partners at Oak Hill to help us manage and navigate through. So for us, it's really just making sure that we're building the passings that we want, delivering great customer service. We're proud to say we've got an 85% NPS score, or I'm sorry, an 84 in change. So I've rounded up a little bit.
I would round up
too, of course. We think that's, really best in class, where most internet providers have negative or low single digit scores. So, once we're able to bring a customer onto our network, it's rare that they leave unless they move, and hopefully they're, if they move to Northwest Indiana or Northern Indiana, we can provide service
so
here
someday. Get you over there. So for our viewers that would like to know a little bit more about Greenlight, where should they go?
Greenlightnetworks.com is our website, which has just recently been refreshed and updated with some more functionality, mostly on the back end, but we think there's a nicer front end to that, and we're in the usual social media spots as well.
Outstanding, Mark. Thanks for being here.
Dean. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you. And thank you, viewers, for watching JSA TV. We'll see you soon.